Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and today we are going to be trying this Westmalle Extra.
Yes.
Westmalle?
Westmalle. I don't know, it'd be some Flemish, I imagine. So you kindly picked it up from our local Chester Beer and Wine bottle shop, didn't you? So
I did, yeah. He says, I've ordered these beers, can you go in and pick them up? I said, yeah, sure. Went in there, and the guy says, he's not paid for them.
how was I supposed to pay? So I didn't come in by the time. He can't charge me, they haven't come in. But well, I got an email saying that they released this beer, and I thought, let's get there early. You know, I mean, well, Westmalle, there's two beers that really everyone knows for, and that's the triple and that's the double.
Yeah.
Double's this beautiful dark raisin, beautiful beer. Triple, I've yet to try. However, it's what they're mainly known for. You think of that, I mean, they say that they're the original triple. It's disputed, but it's what they're known for. The triple is what they're the benchmark of, you know, the premium. And then I find out they've done this extra. So I'm like, well, what is this beer?
Yeah, so what is the extra?
Aha. So, well, basically, the extra is it's derived from the term, basically, what geburt. It's extra barley. Geburt. When the monks were brewing the beer, obviously they started off 1836 when they started brewing beer. So nearly 180 years, or over 180 years, they've been brewing beer. And when they had the people that would come and visit, as we've seen with all these monasteries, although not touching the plague because we're past that point, but the pilgrims, they were given beer and they felt, and just sell to the town, and they felt that the beers that they were given were too strong for the monks. So at the first it was extra barley, so they had the triple. They had the double, and they were predominantly more, and then they're predominantly all wheat based, and then the extra was extra barley. So it's sort of your blonde ale that come about. So they give all these strong beers to the tourists that would come in. However, they had this sort of table beer that was more for the monks. Lower ABV, more suitable, because every monk, the Sistine way was the fact if you become like a Trappist, and I think it was by St. Benedict, they had strict rules to follow, and they were allowed one measure of either cider or beer. Who would pick cider over beer?
No one.
Unless you're from Cornwall. I'm joking. Cornish do some very good beers, I'm joking. So they picked beer, and this was one that the monks drank. So this is the monks' table beer. And now they must have just decided to start exporting it. So traditionally, I've only ever seen the double and the triple, and now this extra. So traditionally it was extra barley because it was the strong barley blonde type beer. This is toned down, but we should still be getting this sort of, I don't know, Belgian beer aroma type.
That kind of sweetness on it as well.
Yeah, I guess so, but...
So is this, because this is available, if you go and visit the brewery, you can get this there, can't you? But only
well,
or is that am I making that?
That was Orville that we had with the petite, where you could go and they only served the table. This is their version.
Right. Okay.
If Orville decided to do their monk table beer, the petite
Westmalle.
Yeah. This is the petite. This is their version, I guess. So I guess the monks have decided to bring it out. I don't know whether you can get this in Belgium. I've never seen this before. It's just, from what I've heard, it's just come out. It's basically the monks' table beer. There are one measure with every meal, and this is what they drink.
I was going to say, it's pretty fresh, bottled on the 11th of Feb 2021.
Yeah.
So that's what, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, should we get it in the glass?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I mean, I've never heard of this beer.
Bottle conditioned as well, we guess, because there's a big old clump of yeast in the bottom of there, isn't there?
Well, from what, we said this when you got it out, because I thought it was frozen. From what I've read about the beers, basically they try and stick to traditional methods. So they use the sugar, the yeast is from the same family. They still use hop cones, so none of the pellets. Yeah.
Oh, it is light in colour.
So they're real traditionalists. And do you know what? When I was, wow, that really is straw colour. It's almost like a haze, isn't it?
Yeah. I just dumped the whole lot in. I wasn't sure about whether you meant to get that yeast in there, but oh no, it's still. You know what? That yeast cake is so compact at the bottom. It's still right there as well.
I can't cheat. I'm not going to cheat. It's
Don't cheat.
It's going to have to pour over. Yeah, and do you know what was interesting? When I went on their website to get information about the beer, you can still become a monk.
Let's do it.
It was like, well, you only get one measure of these every day. That's it. So you can have 7 beers a week.
Well, I'm not having one a day of these though right now. It depends. It's all going to depend on how good this beer is. If this beer is the best thing I've ever tasted, maybe
Yeah.
I'll become a monk.
So, I mean, you can still go on and you email your CV over to become a monk. It was so strange. I read it, because I went on the website, went,
To whom it may
become a monk, I
concern.
went, just turn away, Charlotte. Yeah, so you can, and you email it to, I can't remember, it was like, it was Father something, Father Francis or something, like, it was crazy, like, how you still become, but it's not brewed by monks anymore, but they oversee it. Obviously, again, the profits go to the locals,
Yeah,
the abbey, the
charity
local,
thing, is it?
locals and charity, yes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what I would say for the
doesn't look like a
Belgian beer.
Belgian beer, does it?
for the glass police that are watching this, I've moved house so many times in the last sort of 3-4
It's either
months.
this or a latte glass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's this or a Costa Latte glass.
Yeah.
So this is what we've got. And you know what? From the other Belgians that we've had, the Orval, the Left, you know, it doesn't look like that. It's much lighter in colour.
Well, I'd like to know what the glass police drink pints of Left in.
They have never seen a pint of Left. They couldn't handle a pint of Left.
So,
But this, it's a lovely looking beer.
I think that's.
You know what, right? This is the kind of beer, on a summer's day, this is the kind of beer that I want to see.
I like the look of it.
And we've got a little picture on the back of some Westmalle in a goblet. I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see, because I can't reach that far. It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to look like that picture, but
Oh, yeah.
8.5 for me. It's got a great head, lovely frothy head. It looks good.
It's a bit. I mean, is it hazy or is it glass? No, it's a little bit hazy, but I think that's probably maybe the way I poured it with knowing there was yeast in the bottom.
Yeah.
And dumped the whole thing in there.
What they do is they put a little bit of wort in, which I actually read. Wort.
Wort.
So basically, they second ferment it.
Oh,
and
so they use wort for the bottle
Yes.
conditioning
Yes.
rather than sugar.
Yes.
Wow.
So they second ferment it, and then when they bottle it or put it into kegs or barrels, whatever, they put a little bit of wort in to restart the yeast. And there we go.
It's a good looking beer, though. It is a good looking beer.
I'll give it 8.5 for me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna 8. It's got to be a little bit. It's got to be in the 8 because it does look great.
Yeah, it's great. I just.
And I want to drink it. I'm gonna
smell
say
it first.
8.3, and let's go and smell
Okay. Yes.
it. Okay, that's the classic Belgian smell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
You've got
lighter
that,
though, isn't it?
yeah, you've got that sweetness, that almost like a toffee smell. Not as far gone as raisiny, like when you get.
Oh no, it's nowhere near the double or the triple. It's just it's similar to Left. You're getting that slight, not as much, slight sweetness, slight pepperiness, but I'm not getting much else.
Well, no, I mean, you're not going to get a huge hop smell from it. I'm going to give that a really, really good 8.1.
8.1.
Yeah.
This could be a defining moment with the Blue Moon when we went separate ways. For me, it smells.
My nose must be more sensitive.
It must
to
be.
certain
It
beer.
must be. But for me, I could smell it this time though, because I couldn't smell anything with that Blue Moon.
What the hell happened there?
Yeah. 6.8 for me. It's yeah.
Okay.
And I'm getting the slight, because Belgian beers are never going to blow me away with their smell, and it's a light Belgian beer. I mean, I smelt, maybe I'm at an advantage. I smelt their double, and I really smell the dates and raisins coming through. But with that, it's.
We should probably clarify, when you say Belgian beers, what you mean is the Trappist beers, because there might be some breweries in Belgium. That are
Sorry,
doing
yeah,
some
it's not
really...
Stella. You got Stella, yeah, okay, of course.
Not Stella. No, I'm saying that there may be some breweries in Belgium that are churning out amazing New England IPAs that might blow you away with the smell,
okay,
but we just haven't found them yet.
Sorry,
so if you know one,
yes.
put it in the comments down below.
Sorry, yes.
Down below.
But should we get to the most important part?
Please let me taste this beer.
Yes. None of us tasted this before.
Cheers. Cheers. Well, that carbonation's definitely there, isn't it?
Whew. And it's got the Belgian sweet, but then it dead. That's it.
That's sharp. That's a sharp beer as well.
It hits you and then it dies.
Yeah. It's like
There's no afternote at all. It's gone.
there's nothing. It's nothing like the Left, which lingers.
Yeah, it's gone
This-
straight away.
This isn't,
Bye.
this is not a long tasting beer. It's a short one. It tastes good. It does. I think it tastes really sharp when you get it in your mouth, though. It's almost
hoppy.
It's almost.
It tastes like halibut, can't you, or something along the lines?
It's almost like when you like if you licked a lemon.
Yeah, you get that
the kind of
power and then it goes.
It's that real power, and then it's gone.
And the sweetness is there at the start as well. Again, it's all hit you, and then it goes. Boop.
Yeah.
That's strange. No, I don't think I've ever had a beer like that.
And you know, I'm quite happy that this beer is 4.8% after the last beers that we had, which were unknown strength, 7% plus.
I think this is almost sessionable Abbey Ale.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. It's not the time for talking about sessionability. It's time for talking about taste, and
it's all there at the start, and then it just
goes. I mean, for me, I know I've not had a lot of Belgian beers. This is in no way the best one.
No,
it's not a bad beer, but there's.
But are you comparing it to triples, or you compare it to doubles and stuff like that?
I mean, if I compared it to the Orval or the
well, they're completely
different. It's different things, isn't it? This is a much lighter beer.
Compare it as a beer, not as a Belgian beer. Compare it as if it was a blank. He bit the face off that line, didn't he? Compare it as if it was a beer, you know, that you didn't.
Yeah, I've just gone to a pub and ordered a beer.
Yeah.
Or a beer. I'll have a pint, please.
Yes,
like,
give me that.
Like in TV, where they go to the bar and say, "Have a pint, please, lad." Someone give you a pint of that. How would it feel?
I like it.
It's a bit too sharp for me. It's too sharp at the front. So I'm probably going to give it a 6-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it smells better than it tastes for me. It's not a bad beer. 6-1. It's still a good beer. You know, but it's just that upfront sharpness, which I don't know if it's from the carbonation. Just let me.
It's get that citrusy acidness, don't you, from the carbonation that you get with soda water.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like a kind of soda. It's not a watery beer. Please don't think I'm saying it's a watery beer. It's not. But it's so gassy that you can taste the carbonation in there, and not in a good way for me. So, but the rest of it brings it up to a 6-1.
It reminds me of the Evergreen we had.
The Mikella?
Yeah. When it was all New England IPA, like you say, and it hit you with the flavour and the smell, and then it was taken away, and it went down like water.
Yeah, but that's what they were aiming for.
And this is a table beer, so it's what they're aiming for.
So I suppose, would I rather have this than water? Yes.
Okay. So you give for me, I would go into the 7s. I would give this a 7.6. I like it. Okay. I like it. I really do. Do you know what I mean? It's a sessionable,
very gassy
ale. It's
oh god,
it's so gassy, so gassy. But it's a hybrid, isn't it? I really like it. 7.6, yeah.
Okay. And how much were these? I know how much they were. I don't even have to ask him because I had to pay for them. They were £3 a bottle.
I think that's really good.
I think so as well.
For brand new beer, that's not that's
imported. They only make it in Belgium.
Yeah, they only make it in Belgium. It's a brand new beer. It's bought from the local bottle shop.
And one thing that you know when you're buying beers like this is that you are helping local causes and charities and stuff like that. You know, it's not like you're going and dumping money on a bottle of Stella, which is just giving money to AB InBev. This is, going to the monastery and to the local good causes. Even though we're buying it from our bottle shop, they've had to buy it off the monastery, so we're supporting that happening. So you get that feel-good factor.
Do you get the feel-good factor drinking that?
Well, I feel warm inside, but that's probably the left I had before.
Still demanded the money straight away, didn't you?
I did, I sent that Monzo request. £3, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a 7.7 on the old price factor.
8 for me. I love it. Yeah. I think that's a really good. I would 100% buy that again for £8. For £8. For £3. For £3, I would 100% buy that.
You wouldn't buy it for £8 though, would you?
No, I wouldn't buy it for £8. But for £3, yeah, I'd 100%. I'd have that again. I'd 100% have that again.
Sessionability. I think the fact that it's so incredibly fizzy and the carbonation is just right in my face. It's not a problem, but I probably wouldn't want to have too many of those. I'd probably have a couple, maybe 3.8 of them, and then I'd go on to something else, which wasn't as gassy or had like finer bubbles like that. Because that's
the main factor that's letting it down though, because it's not the flavour, it's not the body or the sickliness or the sweetness or anything like that. It's the pure carbonation, isn't it?
It's just the carbonation for me. And that, I mean, I'll happily drink this bottle. It tastes really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm looking forward to not drinking this after because I've got other beers that we need to taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3.8.
Yeah, I mean, I'd buy
That's not bad.
I'd buy a 6-pack of these and I'd be happy. So it's about, what, 5 pints? So I'd give it a 5. Nice round 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'd be burping a lot. The burp line would be the pack. The pack would be trying to get in the house.
Yeah.
Just a, God.
Could
Coming
you-
out of all orifices. Can you burp out your ear? You would drink 10 of them and you would.
out of your rear.
Your ear, ear and rear. I'd be floating. I'd float here.
It's like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Just flies up at you.
You got the Westmalle Extra, yeah. Like Red Bull gives you wings, gives you jet plane engines. Westmalle gives you extra lift off.
Nice bottle cap though.
Yes, better than the left when I undercover lifted it. It was some metal
Well, I'll
homebrew
put that on the screen. You can see that.
So,
But can you calculate the score for me?
yes.
Here's the oyster score for this beer. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you have, smash like, hit subscribe, join us. We've got videos coming out a couple of times a week when I can be bothered editing them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
Oysters out.
oysters out.